everyone, welcome back to Invest with Tanya. I have a very special guest, Eddy Guzman. Eddy, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Pretty good. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about ITIN loans so that way you guys get to know the process and how they actually work. But first of all, we're going to introduce Eddy. Eddy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Eddy Guzman. I work for Centennial Bank. I've been doing this for a little over 6 years, well, almost seven actually. I've been 3 years here at Centennial, and I get to help the Hispanic community in our area.
Okay, perfect. So let's just get right into it. What exactly are ITIN loans for those that don't know?
Well, the I-10, as we all know, is for people that do not have a Social Security number, that file their taxes, and they, just like any other person, they file their tax returns. So what I did here at Centennial, I created this program for those people because it was a market that was not that nobody focused on 2, 3 years ago. So I brought over this program, and I can say that by far it's the best program in all of Arkansas. It's only 10% down, which other banks range anywhere from 15 to 25. It is 30 years fixed, which is amazing because most of these other loans are fixed for 5 years and then they renew every year after that for 20 more. So that's awesome about this program. It also, well, we don't charge PMI, so there's no PMI. They don't have to pay that extra little cost there. We also do non-traditional credit. So if I know some of these folks don't have credit yet, so what we do is we use rent and two more bills. And when I say two more bills, we're talking about Netflix, internet, water, electric, gas, insurance. I've even done one with a storage building. So anything that they've paid for the last 12 months and that they paid on time, of course, because the bank wants to see that you're making these payments on time.
And I know that I've sent a lot of my clients to you. Um, and this is the best program. Like I have talked to other lenders, I've been double checking, and this is why I thought it was really important for you to come on the channel and explain what this loan was. Because, well, first of all, I know as a first gen, sometimes I have a little bit of trouble explaining it in Spanish to, well, my parents have trouble explaining it to me in Spanish.
Yeah.
And so hearing it in English first, and we are going to be doing a Spanish version, which will be linked in the show notes. So you guys can go ahead and look at that if you are wanting to send the Spanish version to your parents or just to someone you know. And I just thought it was just going to be so important to explain it in both languages so that way we could get really the gist of it.
Right, right.
Is
Yeah,
there
just like you, I'm first gen. So, I was 5 year old translating important documents for my parents back in the day. So I completely understand where we are with, that type of situation. And I do speak both languages. So if you bring your parents over or family members, I do speak Spanish. So that's another plus. I don't only just do ITIN. I know a lot of banks don't work with DACA and TPS, which those are two, I guess, legal statuses that we work with as well. And I know other banks don't do that. And with TPS and DACA, I can actually do down payment assistance. So if you guys know of anybody or family members that are on TPS or DACA, you can send them my way as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't know that. So, and then one question to you: will the interest rate be a little bit higher on these type of loans?
Yes. Well, on the I-10, yes. On the other one, no. The other ones are just regular FHA and conventionals. On I-10, it's always 1% over par, which is right now around 7%, 7.25.
Okay, that's really good to know. So that way, um, and just with the interest rate changing like this, the payment is going to be a little bit higher, just so that everyone knows. But at the same time, it's better than paying 100% rent.
Correct. And it's a foot in the door. You can always refinance later if the rates drop. So it's just a way of getting yourself into a home. And like I tell my clients all the time, if Centennial is offering this program right now, why not take advantage? Because we don't know how long we're going to have it. Who knows? Maybe they'll change the rules. Why not take advantage of it right now?
Yeah, for sure. Especially like right now with DACA being up in the air, it's
Yes.
very important that you guys, if you have DACA, to start taking advantage of these loans
Right.
because yeah, it's just so important. Home ownership is really one of the foundations where most wealth is made.
Correct.
So,
And a lot of these folks are afraid that if they invest into a home, what happens to the home if I get deported? Well, as long as that payment's being made, the bank doesn't really care if you're here or in Mexico or El Salvador or wherever. So you can sell that home, and of course, you would have to go through the legal process and get a lawyer in your country and all. But you can always leave one of your family members as an owner of that home, and as long as those payments are getting being made, then you're not going to lose that house.
okay, that's really good to know. Okay, well, Eddie, is there any final piece of advice that you would like to give us?
Not advice, but I just want to tell everyone that if you're not sure whether or not you qualify, it's always good to reach out to your realtor or to me, your banker. And if you don't qualify at this time, I do work with a lot of people to where I set up plans to either rebuild their credit or build their credit. And I'm just not just going to give up on you just like that. I do work a lot with people because I know owning a home is very important, and I'm here for the community, and that's why Centennial hired me 3 years ago, and that's why I'm still here.
Yes, and I love that you got a say in how you built this ITIN program. I think that is so important. It's someone watching out for us.
Right, right, yeah, because I saw the need and I knew we needed it. So
Okay, well, perfect. Thank you so much for coming on. And again, if you guys need the Spanish version, it'll be linked in the show notes so you guys can take advantage of that and send it over to someone you care about. Okay,
thank you,
well,
Tanya. Thank you for having me.
thank you.